Hi, I'm Kenzie Taylor, and this is FEELZ by Kenzie Taylor. It's a water-based lubricant, vegan, cruelty-free, silky smooth, tasteless, and you're always gonna be wet. You can pre-order now by going to feelzbykenzie.com. Order it now.
Hey everyone, this is Char. You're watching Kenzie Taylor.
It's okay. The sauce with Kenzie Taylor.
Okay. Hey everyone, this is Char. It's not happening today. Hey guys, this is Char. You're watching The Sauce with Kenzie Taylor. No, I can't. There's no. I don't know why I'm so nervous at this fucking thing.
Is it because we're standing here?
Yeah.
I walked away.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm a tree.
Hey guys, this is Char. You're watching The Sauce with Kenzie Taylor. New episodes every Tuesday.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Sauce with Kenzie Taylor. Today, I have a beautiful guest. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Charleen Martinez.
And what do you do?
What I do?
She's a boss bitch, I'll tell you that.
I am a
eyebrow
boss.
goat, okay?
I am the boss, yes. It's so weird to say that you're the boss.
I know.
It's
You're like, I'm the CEO. I am.
yeah,
I'm the CEO.
it's weird. So I've owned a couple businesses for the last almost decade and been in the beauty industry for 15 years.
Yeah. Super passionate about it.
Yeah. It's been dope.
So what are all the businesses that you've had throughout the 15 years?
So I started off in the makeup industry, which I didn't realize that I was building a business then. So I started the makeup business and did like freelance, and from there went back to school to become an esthetician, and then got into doing eyebrows and started my business from there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Self-made, baby.
Yeah.
You're originally from California?
Yeah, from the 818 Valley Girl.
Hi.
Hey.
So tell everyone like the name of your business and what you do and all of that, because it's super interesting and I love hearing about it and I love empowering other women.
Yeah. So
Women supporting women.
yeah, no, totally, girl. I love that.
Yeah.
And that was one thing like I didn't want to forget. So now that I'm like here on Spotlight, I wanted to say thank you so much, for continuously like supporting me.
Of
and
course.
just, being that woman, supporting other women.
Of course.
So what do I do? Wait,
Yeah.
Was that what it is? Oh.
Yeah, what do you do? I want to hear the things you do and all about Arched and everything. And your new project you've been working on with your daughter, correct?
Yeah. So that's the cosmetic part behind it, which I didn't realize was going to be like a whole other startup.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So initially, like, I'm a new business owner this year, and I didn't realize like how much work it is. Because I walk into Arched, right? I walk into Arched and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do like 4 microblades. I'm good, know? But then I go home and I'm working on e-commerce and, YouTube and like we were just talking about like doing the short reels or whatever they're called on YouTube. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's so much.
It is.
As
someone who's just now like, just started my own business that I've been working on for almost a year now. And we're supposed to be launching this month, hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Good for you, girl.
I totally get that. Because I thought like, oh, it's not going to be that difficult considering, it's lubes and intimate oils and that can be used for, massage or they can be eaten and they're okay to be inserted and all that.
Yeah.
And candles and then leading on to other things like toys, maybe lingerie and all of that later on.
That's all going to be online.
Yeah, so it's FEELZ by Kenzie.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, it's
right on.
it's pretty amazing.
That's so great.
I'm super stoked about it, but I feel you on the part of like, wow, like this is fucking real.
No, and to like what people don't realize, okay, like coming from like your industry, right? Or whatever your background is, and then branching off to something that supports that industry, right?
Yes.
So for me, the obvious cosmetic, you know, then with Arch, and then like with you, it's, you know, the lube and all the other things that you're creating. It's like, it's growing.
Yes.
It's growing.
Definitely.
You know, it's growing.
I think that it's really cool. It's just a way to be like, I'm still supporting the industry that I'm in.
Yeah.
But I'm doing my own fucking thing, and I'm using my brand
100%.
that I worked my ass off for.
Yeah.
to branch out and do something else that people want and, you know, need.
Totally.
Because there's always going to be a use for, you know, lubes and oils and all that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but people are going to they're going to support you. You know what I mean? Like the credibility you have behind the product, right? Yeah, there could be 10 lubes out there, or 10,000, I should probably say. I'm thinking of just like one section A only. Wait, I lost what I was gonna say.
It's okay.
Yeah, but what sets that lube aside? You know what I mean? What sets that that makeup pomade aside? I mean, how many makeup products are out there? How many sex toys are out there? You know what I mean? It's like, I think it's really cool you creating like, well, that's Kenzie stuff. You know?
It's nerve-wracking though, I will say. I don't know about how you feel about like your cosmetic stuff, but it's like, this is a whole new thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I don't exactly have experience in this field of like selling like retail and all that stuff. So it's like, oh.
Yeah, you get into that like financial world.
Yeah.
Or whatever, marketing or whatever it is.
All of that, yeah.
You know, and it's like, yeah, like I said, the whole e-commerce and the GoDaddy and the LLC and renewing. I remember I used to work for this salon, and the mom, she was the manager or whatever. And I never had my paperwork done, you know. This was like in my mid-20s. And she would call it like the artist curse or something like that. And it was like that fact that we would show up to do our art and tattoo or whatever. Yeah. But like we never had our paperwork done, you know? And that's where I feel like I'm at right now. I'm at this like crossroads, like, okay, to be a business owner and then be the face, you're initially being the face of that company.
Exactly.
You know, and
that's even more nerve-wracking.
Yeah, that's what's nerve-wracking because you're like, you're such a perfectionist and you're a bad bitch. You work hard and you want it to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm like, ah.
Yeah, totally.
So tell me about Arch. Like, what year did you start it?
I started in January 2015.
Okay.
And okay, let me just retrack real quick before I get too into detail. So 2014, November-ish, I left a big salon that I thought was going to be, I'm like, I'm getting paid great. I'm, you know, social media, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm set. You know, me and Savannah are moving to Marina Del Rey. Like, it was set. Like, I was ready to be, you know, and boom, something happened. And I got into like a verbal altercation, if that even is a thing. Yeah. And I was like, I quit. It was the first time that I ever like literally was like, I quit.
Yeah.
You know?
You're like, I'm fucking done.
I'm done. Yeah. And all these years I went to beauty school. I moved back home, like living on the couch. Like literally me and Savannah lived on the couch. Yeah. You know, because I was so invested in this, you know, working for this team. Yeah. Anyways, I quit. Yeah. And the only thing I think about is like, holy shit, I have to call my mom and tell her. Tell her that I quit. Anyways, the way the universe works, I hit up a Connect in the Valley. The first thing was, one, I didn't want to be in the Valley because I knew everybody, right? And that's why I was
You're like, I'm trying to get out of here.
Yeah. So that's why I built in the West Side. Anyways, I ended up finding a friend of a friend that had a space that was available on Saturdays only. And it was $50 or $55 if you wanted to use like the drinks and whatever for your clients. And it was in Tarzana. And so I just showed up every Saturday, 8 o'clock in the morning till like 8 o'clock at night, utilized that space. And I was just doing brows, and it was like literally like a domino effect. Overnight, really, to tell you, overnight. Like, so there was a gentleman who is now my really close friend. His name is Curtis. And he was like the property manager. And he's like, Char, you need your own spot. And I was like, hell no. Like, I'm like, no way that's happening.
Were you scared of that?
So scared. So scared. You know, having, it was more the stability.
Yeah.
You know, and having, but the thing is like, I was already fine and didn't even see it, you know, because I was renting that space and I was already initially, I guess, an entrepreneur, right? Like, with that, like, makeup was different, right? So, so I did it. So I did it finally in January 2015 is when I opened in Tarzana, and we started off as a single room. And then we introduced microblading about a year later. It was just brows and makeup. And then I had to get 2 rooms. And I had a waiting room and my actual room. And I was booked from, like, I don't know, I had like 6 to 10 clients a day just microblading.
Wow.
And then, you know, YouTubers, just all types of people.
What's the like most amount that you've done of
15
clients in one day? Wow.
15 microblades. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And you know what? Your body does tell you.
Yeah. You're like,
Char, slow the hell down. Like,
your wrist is like this.
100%. 100%. And you're not, you know, as like when you're in your work, right? Like you don't even think about it. You're just doing your work.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's like for me, every client is 110%.
Yeah.
It is because that's my name on there.
Exactly.
You know?
And also too, it's like that person is basically a walking billboard for your
100%.
business. So
100%.
someone could be like, "Oh my God, I love your brows. Where did you get those done?" You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
and
it makes a huge difference.
100%. And that's what I tell. I tell, like, when I'm teaching my classes, that's one of the main things I tell my students is that it doesn't matter if you're having a shitty day.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if you're happy. It doesn't matter if you got your rag. It doesn't matter if you're fighting with your man. It does not matter.
No.
Like, this is, I don't care if they say it's semi-permanent. It's permanent. Like, it's on your face.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, for a couple of years. Like, give yourself the 110%.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like, so yeah, that's one of the
I don't
things
know, like when it, in my own opinion and experience, like if anything's ever going on or, you know, I'm having a bad day or stressed out or what the fuck ever, if I have to work, like I leave that shit at the door.
Right.
Like I'm
100%.
not ever going to bring that type of shit into business.
You can. And that's what, when you're talking about being a boss, that's where it starts. Right?
Yes.
It starts in your mind. It starts when you wake up and you're taking a shower and you're already preparing yourself. All right, it's about to be this kind of day.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know about you. I mean, I don't know like where we're going to go with this, but like with COVID and everything, it was really challenging to be a business owner and deal with that.
That's what I was just about to actually ask you, because I remember, which I actually need to make an appointment with you to get a fill, but last year I remember it was like during the whole COVID thing. So you were like doing it out of your home.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, due to COVID, is that why you got rid of the spot that you were in at the salon?
No, that my lease was up.
Okay.
My lease was up November 2018. No. 2020. What am I saying? I moved there. I'm like 2020. Yeah, November it was up, and you know, business wasn't the same.
Yeah.
You know, business wasn't the same, and paying, you know, close to $3,500 a month for 184 square feet space was not feasible for me.
It was very nice, but it was very small. Yes.
Yeah, and you know, at the time when I, you know, was making 6 figures effortless, well, it wasn't effortlessly, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The business was thriving and it made sense. And
Yeah.
that was my space. That was our home, you know? Like we would be chilling in there, you know, bunch of women, and it was the babe cave. And, anywho, so yeah, I left that place because I was like, oh, let me take that back. So when we were going through COVID, they shut us all down, right? So I they said, come get whatever you can. We're locking up the doors. So
you're like, I'm clearing this bitch out.
no, girl. Let me tell
Really?
you. So the first time I was like, I thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
You know, I whatever. Like maybe I was in my own world and I was not paying attention to the media. I don't watch TV.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna be closed for 2 weeks, whatever. You know, and my parents are telling me like, you better fucking go to Costco. You better, you know, this and that.
Was insane.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I do Postmates, like, you know. So, anyways, I didn't grab too much stuff. So when they locked us down until like May or whatever it was. I didn't get no unemployment. I didn't get no the SBA loan. I had no source of income besides my savings.
And you still had to pay the rent at that space.
I didn't have to pay the space rent, but I had to survive.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So I had to survive. And I was like, I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
You know, so without offending anybody and keeping myself safe and et cetera, you know, I had a handful of clients that I still saw. And then they opened up under restrictions, and then I went back, right? They lifted it up like in June or something. Then they closed this again. And it was a bunch of teeter-tottering. You know? Yeah. So, at that time, November came up. I you know, I kind of just pushed it out there, and I said, you know what? Right now, this just makes more sense. So I turned my whole living room into the salon.
I know. It was very nice too.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's still like that, but it's really nice.
Yeah, I moved.
It was comfy.
Yeah.
The last time I seen you, you were talking about you were working on getting like your own space elsewhere.
Yeah. So I was looking. I wanted to stay on the west side. You know, like over there.
Yeah.
Calabasas, Woodland Hills.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't working.
Yeah.
You know, every door was like, it was a no. It was a hard no.
Yeah.
It was either they didn't want to give me time to do the build out, right? Or it was $6,000 for a 500 square feet space. I'm like, you're tripping. Because people were trying to get their money back from what they lost. Yeah. And it's like, homie,
from people not
this
paying.
place has been vacant, you know, for how long?
Yeah.
Like, work with me.
Yeah.
Like,
wouldn't you rather have someone like come in, work a deal with them, and get money rather than overcharge someone and just turn people away, basically? It's like, where's the logic here?
Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't anticipate staying in my living room so long.
Yeah. But
you know what? It did very well for me, and I'm so grateful for it. It definitely humbled me.
Yeah.
And it was a tug of war for me because, you know, I felt as an artist, I went from this, you know, luxurious, you know, the village primary location space that I worked my ass off for. And that was home for me. And that was my therapy also, and interacting with, you know, with girlfriends like you and, you know, my coworkers and things like that. That was just ripped from me. And then I was alone in my space, in my room, you know.
You still talk to any of your other coworkers?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. They branched off and kind of did their own. Some of them were like, they leased from me.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're doing good.
That's good.
Yeah, they're doing good. But yeah, so that's how my Burbank location came about, because finally after like 6 months, a homegirl comes in and I haven't seen her since high school.
Yeah.
You know, and she was like, hey, like we have a space open. I'm like, you do? And I'm like, where? I wanted a flagship space in the Valley, right? Bouncing back from COVID. Right?
Yeah.
And so she was like, it's in Burbank. And I'm like, I'll go check it out. I mean, not thinking, I don't even go to Burbank anymore, so I didn't know the drive. I didn't know the drive. And so, anyways, I took the leap, and we've been there since about May. So
well, that's great.
Yeah, so we're
you
back
love
into
it?
I do love it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Are you able to, like, all the inside and everything, like, do it and make it yours?
We are still in the process of that. So, you know me, because I'm so extra.
You're very good with your decor. I will say that.
I'm so extra. In not one room, I couldn't have one room. I took both rooms and made a hole in there. And but I did that. And now the other room just came available, right? That's back there. So when I say the other room, I'm talking about a space in an actual salon. That's probably like 2,500 square feet, give or take. And I'm in the spa area.
Yeah.
So initially what I want to do is revamp and renovate the spa area to just be all arch.
Yeah.
You know, that whole arch experience. Being a sister salon with DiCielo Salon. So.
Well, it's going to happen. Manifest it.
Hey,
Oh,
that's right.
Put it out there, you know?
Yeah, girl, 100%.
So what is the challenges of being like a single mom and trying to juggle all your business stuff and everything?
Oof, man, you know how to get to my heart. I'm like, whew, heavy.
Your daughter's beautiful though.
Oh, thanks, girl.
Yes.
The struggle.
And I know how much you love her.
Thank you. I don't even know where to start. I mean, it was like you have to wake up earlier, finish later, make sure you have a reliable everything.
Yeah.
And trustworthy everything. And you know what? Thank God for my mom. Like she's the GOAT.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for her and my parents and my family, just period, I definitely wouldn't have been able to excel the way that I have been in my career if it wasn't for them. So the challenges. So with that being said, although she was with my family and my mom, and there was always this heavy guilt, you know, of not being
when you're working,
when I'm working, you know, but like, you know, the kid had everything or has everything, you know, but yeah, just that. I mean, that's probably the biggest challenge. And that's yeah.
So what about relationships? Huh? Are you single?
I'm not.
Are you dating still?
No, I'm with somebody. I've been with somebody for a little over 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the smile. As soon as I said something, you were like smiling at her.
It's always like a teeter-tot, right? Like when you're talking about relationships, right? Like you're like, what part do I talk about?
Yeah. There's like, always like some stuff, that you're like, okay, I'll talk about this, but I'll keep this in.
Right.
So what do you look for in a significant other as far as like attributes and not looks?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the inside stuff.
Yeah. Like we were just saying, reliability.
Yeah.
The fear showing up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so cliche to say, but you know, loyalty. You know, I think loyalty is the primary
everything.
Everything, you know, kind of just loyalty's definition is like something of like devotion to one something, or you know, and that word devotion to me is just like being dedicated, like through thickness, you know, through broke, through it all, children, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
No matter what.
Yeah. And someone that just obviously understands like my character and like my work ethic, because people like us, our work ethic doesn't just come to work. Like it's at home also. You know what I mean? Like
we're hustling 24/7.
Right. Yeah. Right. You know, it's
not everyone's bred like that. You know what I mean?
100%. And it takes an understanding, because I don't know about you, I mean, but like we're like the phone is like part of our body.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Unfortunately, I do hate that. I do.
Yeah,
like I do hate that. But then there's another part of me that's like, it makes my business so accessible because I can just like do so many things off my phone and
100%.
get a hold of people and whatever. But I do hate that I have to rely on a fucking device. I don't like it.
I know. It's just I think about that too, like getting back to what I said about like I think I was telling your audio director that that I totally lost what I was gonna say.
It's okay.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's gonna come back to me. It's gonna come back to me.
It'll come back to you in like a minute or so.
Yeah.
That always happens to me all the time. Like I'll do shit where like I'll go out to the kitchen to like grab something and I'm like, what the fuck am I grabbing?
That might just,
what am I out here for? I'll go to the car. Like, what the fuck am I at the car for?
100%.
So weird.
Like, what,
So do you try to like instill the mentality that you have for business and everything into your daughter? Do you think that she's kind of grown up with more of that mentality, or is she more like kind of like how a lot of the kids are nowadays, where they just learn everything off their phones and iPads?
Oh, you know what? I've been blessed. Like I said, it's so cliche to say that, but
no, it's not. It's beautiful.
She's such a dope kid.
Yeah.
Just not just saying that because she's my kid.
Yeah.
But like this kid is like straight A's, captain of every like softball team she's on.
That's great.
Like we could look at her stats right now. She just got on this new travel team and she's like the best, hitter, like by a massive amount of I mean, people that don't know sports, but like, like her batting average is like a lot.
Yeah, I played softball till I was 24. So I fucking love softball.
Girl, so you know what's up.
I had a scholarship, and that's how I got to go to college. It was for softball. Yeah.
No
so
shit, I didn't know that.
That's pretty
awesome.
Amazing. Yeah.
That's where we're at right now.
Yeah. So she'll probably get a scholarship for college for sure.
Yeah. So, it's funny because now she still comes to the shop and she has to wait for me to work.
Yeah.
And we'll be there and just certain things that I do that that's just who I am. I give away things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll say, oh, here's a free facial for the next session, or
Yeah.
I don't know, things like that. And Savannah's like, she's like, no, that's not business.
No, Mom.
Yeah, like I don't know. Just think she's just like, no. They have to clock in. They have to write down this and that. No, there's no texting you. And I'm like, what? What? But yeah,
does she know what she wants to do?
She wants to work with kids.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, she wants to work with kids. She's certified already, like in a bunch of like things for kids and stuff. But I told her just, with college, you'll have more opportunity to see, what it is that you actually like. And,
yeah.
She's like, yeah, I think I want to do kids with a minor in business because of how she sees how I'm running. But
you're like, okay, you do that and you teach me some more things.
Yeah, she said some shit that like this was fairly recent, but she was like, I don't want to tell you this, Mom, but, and mind you, Savannah's 17 now. Okay.
Yeah.
So conversations are different. And
yeah,
it's like, she's like an adult.
Woman to woman. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, she says, Mom, I don't want to talk about this. And it's, it's kind of, it makes me sad, but I have to. I was thinking that if, you died tomorrow, like what would happen to the business? So I'm thinking that maybe I should do some type of business, like so I could. I was like, why are you thinking that? Like this is
it's like why are you thinking of my death? But on the other side, you're like, wow, like she wants to be that prepared just in case.
It's just like what?
Like, don't worry, baby, you got everything.
Yeah, seriously, girl, that's what type of kid.
So tell everyone what you offer at Arched, and then a little bit about your cosmetics before we have to go.
Oh, yeah. So my menu consists of primarily microblading, so permanent tattooing, which I specialize in eyebrows, and then...
She's the eyebrow goat.
Hey.
She did mine.
And facials. So, and then we're going to start offering laser hair removal next year. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. So that's a new avenue that I'm adding to Arched, but primarily eyebrows. Anything on the face is my jam.
Yeah.
And with Arched Cosmetics, we are launching our contour palette in December.
Nice.
So, yeah. And that's a powder base. So that'll be nice for set. And yeah, I'll get you one. And
I would love that.
Yeah.
That's exciting. What type of other products and cosmetics do you plan on doing? Everything?
So right now we've got matte lipsticks, glosses, some skincare, and then we have a full eyebrow collection. So brow gel, pomade, pencils, highlighters, the brushes that go along with it. We're creating. I'm in the in the process of creating Arched Academy.
Okay.
So
hey, I think I would take a class. Shit.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how
just to learn how to do makeup, because like you're so good at makeup. Like I just want to like watch you.
Did
a few
you
times.
do your makeup?
Yeah,
it looks good.
Not as good as like when you like, dude, when you do yours like all like snatched up. I'm like, okay, I see you, G.
It's crazy because it's like I'm now with this experience, you know, that like I was telling, oh boy, like man, 15 years, it's crazy. Like
right, time fucking flies.
Flies, girl. That I'm like, okay, it's time to like get comfortable in front of the camera, and like do this shit and like teach other women and girls and talk about the come up and starting from nothing and having to move back to your moms or whatever, and also the everyday mom or just people who just want to learn makeup.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be, oh, I want to be a pro makeup artist. Like, no, I want to show the everyday woman, like, hey, you could do like I did this beat in like literally 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know? Like
I think, you know, because I also like came from like basically nothing, like so humble beginnings. So I think having that leads us to a different mentality to now of where we're like so fucking appreciative for every little thing. Yeah. Like every penny that we make, every person that we, you know, meet and talk to and
100%.
spread knowledge to and whatever else, you know, like it's a different breed, I feel like.
For sure, 100%.
Hustling for life.
Yeah, I was just talking with my friend Jair about it right now in the car. Yeah, it's just, it's different.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a trip. Life's a trip.
Girl, like, that's why I know I keep on reiterating myself, but it's like, it is.
Yeah.
It's so cliche to say these certain things.
Sometimes I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. I'm like, yo,
girl,
what the fuck is happening now? Where am I going?
Seriously, though. And you know what? It's just, it's going to be great.
It is.
It's going to be great. And like, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you too.
Where you've like, you know, came from and
I
look
know,
at, like,
dude, you met me.
Face,
like you met me literally when I was just like, hey.
Really?
Like I glowed up, you know? Like it happens.
And that's amazing. You
Yeah.
know? And just being here too, like in LA, I think, you know, also like in any industry here, I feel like if you can make it in LA, you can make it anywhere.
100%.
Because
For
like
sure.
you said, weeding out and like having that certain approach and having that certain mind frame, like where you started, like, homie, I didn't always have this Gucci bag.
Yeah.
I didn't always have it, you know, like, trust me.
Like, yo, lived in a trailer park. What's up?
Hello. You know?
Like,
and
oh God.
It's gonna be great, girl.
I think it is too. Well, I appreciate you so much for coming today.
Yeah,
I would
thanks for
love if
having
you
me.
would share your social media and then any of your website links and all that stuff.
Yeah, so I think it would be easier if I just said my website. It's getarched.com, and then there has all my links to all my social media. But I am Killicam the artist on Instagram. Killicam the artist, yes. And then we have,
Because she's a killer.
Arch Instagram, but all, like I said, all that's like linked to it.
Getarched.com. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys better get arched, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you so much, girl.
Yeah.
What's the freakiest thing you've ever done?
Eating pasta in bed.
Not true. You licked my like
Oh, I
2 days
did,
ago.
I did, but after I ate pasta in bed.
Why was that so freaky?
I don't know, it was a lot of sauce.